Hey, God bless each and every one of you guys. Thank you all for joining me real quick. I am coming tonight with a special 5 minute manna, but this is called the Legacy, the 25th year Legacy Edition. The reason that I'm doing this today, or even at this time, when you may, if you see it later, it might take, and this one I need a little bit of grace because this might be a little bit longer than 5 minutes because we are going in the last day of our 25th year of senior pastoring in our celebration time. And the reason I say that is because tomorrow or July 1st would start our new year and going into year 26. So I wanted to, again, we thanked everybody for coming. We invited everybody to come out. We shared all these different things, and we've been doing reflections on what 25 years of service in this vein have taught me. All right, so what I want to do again, first thing I'm going to do, put it back on the screen. I want to invite you to connect with me at either Bishop Jeff Holiday on YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, follow me and let's connect on Instagram. Then you can also connect with me on TikTok, Jeff Holiday, and then on Facebook, Jeffrey D. Holiday Ministries. Please like, follow, share, and subscribe to all of those channels. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, so here we go on tonight. Again, our 5 minute manna 25th year legacy edition. Our 25th year legacy edition. We've talked about, and if you guys want to go back and look at my reels on Facebook and the different places, I pray that it has encouraged you over this last couple of weeks. But I want to share this last part about what 25 years in full have taught me. Point number one that the 25 years have taught me is this: longevity will never be if you don't start. Longevity will never be if you don't start. You know, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God. But then, things began to move from that. And then when Jesus Christ came, it began to start a whole big old momentum that made longevity to last. Think about it. You today are a Christian, thinking about being a Christian, hate a Christian, whichever way it goes. It all started because the longevity started. Why the longevity started? Then once the longevity started, the people who gravitated towards it started, and the people who rebelled against it started, the people who repelled against it started. But none of those things would have ever happened if it would have never started. So the same thing that happened with Jesus is the same thing that has to happen with each of us. If we want longevity, we must be willing to start. Point number two, longevity will never be if you're afraid to fail. Longevity will never be if you're afraid to fail. We must know that, again, in the life that we're living in, you may have things that are already stacked against you. You may have stuff that is going on negatively against you. You may have your own negative self-thought and self-doubts and all of the different stuff that goes on. But fail if you're going to fail. But if you don't try, your failure is in you're not trying. I would rather try and fail than not try and fail. Because if I try and fail, at least I learned something. God is ready for you and I to learn some things, even through our failures. I'm encouraging you all, young pastors, older pastors, middle part pastors, thinking about being a pastor, thinking about being a business owner, thinking about doing whatever it is that you're thinking about doing. Start it and don't worry about the failing in it. Failing is a valuable lesson. So fail forward in it and then learn from whatever you may have failed from. And then our last point is simply this: longevity will never be if you are afraid to succeed. Longevity will never be if you're afraid to succeed. See, some people, they only want to succeed for a short period of time to monetize. They want to succeed only for a short period of time, only to gain influence in a certain thing, only to get something out of it. But God is saying that this is the time in your life that is not just about you, what you're going to get out of it in the short run, but what you're going to get out of it in the long haul. In the long haul, God has a plan for you to succeed perpetually and to have success to follow you, and for you to be able to pass on your successes to the next generation and the now generation. So I cannot be concerned about tomorrow, but I also have to be concerned about today. So if I pass on what I know now, it makes it more effective now, and we succeed now, because we don't want to die and then something succeeds. We don't want to retire and then something succeeds. We don't want to quit, then something succeeds. We want to see our success in perpetuity. We want to see our success continue to go forward, grow forward, and have a great time in our success, so you can smile and look back and say, wow, look at what God allowed me to accomplish. God is going to allow you to accomplish great and powerful and mighty things, but you got to be willing to not be afraid to succeed. Don't be afraid to succeed. Again, that very popular scripture in 1 Samuel 30, shall I pursue? And the Lord told David what? Pursue and recover it all. So David had the word. After the word, David had a choice. He had the choice to say, you know what? If I'm going to succeed in this, then we got to recover this stuff right now. We got to go after it right now. We got to do big things right now. This is our moment. This is our time. So thank you all for joining me again tonight on this special 25th year legacy edition of 5-Minute Manna. Again, I thank you all for giving me grace in the space to be able to go a little bit longer than 5 minutes on today. But I am pretty much done. And again, we want to thank everybody who has been supporting, who has given well wishes and shared comments and even sold and was a blessing to us and our church over these last few days. And as tomorrow goes, July 1st, 2026, we'll be in our 26th year. So we're thankful for what God has done in these previously 25 years, and we're excited about what's to come. Is better than what's been. So you guys have a great night. Remember, connect with me. I'm putting it up on the screen one more time. Connect with us. Subscribe to my Bishop Jeff Holiday YouTube channel. Holidays with 2 L's. Holidays with 2 L's. Subscribe and like our YouTube channel. Jeffrey D. Holiday Ministries. Like and follow that on Facebook. Subscribe to my TikTok and let's connect on TikTok, Jeff Holiday. And Holiday again with 2 L's. And lastly, on Instagram, IG, Bishop Jeff Holiday. You all have a great night, and we will talk soon. Bye-bye for now.